My goal going into college was success.
I wasn't sure if I had the aptitude to succeed because I really had to learn how to learn in college.
I had no experience in kitchen or restaurant, and it got me really comfortable.
It's not just about the books or research materials. We are the information center for practically everything college related.
If you've never had anybody in your family graduate from college, it can be really intimidating because you don't have anybody that's giving you advice, or you don't even know what to do.
When I walked on that campus, it just felt right. It felt like I could focus.
Furthering your education so that you can get above that poverty.
The odds have always been against me, even in my country. So maybe I was tough enough to face the odds. And not everybody's that tough, and I think our society loses a lot if we let those people not add what they have.
In my bones, I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the heights. Such a modest amount, I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Every time I see you in the world, you always step to my girl.
I am Faya Selu. I am film major at the University of California, Davis. And I am also studying a PhD program at the University of California, Berkeley in the fall.
My name is Rebecca Trujillo Fuentes, and I'm a case manager through an organization called Fourth and Hope. We service everybody in Yolo County.
My name is Corey Schmidt-Bauer. I majored in English because I've always had a passion for books and literature, and I received my master's degree in library and information science so that I can pursue this passion and also share it with others.
My name is Erica Moss in West Los Angeles at an indie music label, and I've been doing that for the past 3 years as their associate product manager, which means I get to listen to music all day long.
My name is Patrick Anderson, and currently I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Sutter Health in Sacramento. I run the Information Technology Group that supports all the computers across 25 hospitals and about 250 clinics.
I'm Haley Dibble. We're in Kelseyville, California, Saw Shop Gallery Bistro. I'm the sous chef.
Well, my name's Robert Reel, and my plan currently as it stands is to go to the Culinary Institute of America over in St. Helena at Greystone. As I like to call it, it's like the Hogwarts for cooking.
My name is Natasha Cornett. I am a single mother of 2 children. I just graduated last May. So far, I've been majoring in accounting and business. I'm going to get my business administration and transfer with that.
I wanted to get a college degree and find a great job and find a great career and actually get some advanced degrees, and that's what I did.
I come from Sierra Leone, where I was a reporter in the war, and I traveled here as a refugee or an asylee in 2004, and then started school in Woodland. If you probably have watched the movie Blood Diamonds, actually was there. I saw all of that. And I'm thinking cinema as a way of telling the story as I saw it, and not for the story to be told by other people. And that propelled me into film studies.
I just knew that working kind of dead-end jobs just wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people out, and I knew that I needed my education in order to do something like that.
You know, it was all kinds of different work. I didn't really have anything that I did in particular, but eventually I decided school was gonna need to be in my background for me to succeed at all. So I decided to hit Yuba College up and check out that program.
I just want to give back to the community because I did a lot of damage to the community in my past. I used to sell drugs, and I was incarcerated for a while, and when I got out of jail, I was homeless, and I needed a new way to live, and I started with education.
I was a library student assistant at the Marysville campus library. I learned how to shelf read and learned cataloging. That experience provided me with background knowledge for a library career.
As part of student government, I was a student representative for a term on district council, so I sat on their meetings.
I also got job training here, and so what I ended up doing is being a peer counselor through EOPS. I did that for about 1.5 years, and it gave me a lot of encouragement as to the type of field that I really wanted to narrow my education to, which was counseling. Just dealing with other students that I can relate to. When I was as a peer counselor, you know, I could relate to where they were coming from, so I was able to kind of pay it forward with them.
My life here is an experiment in itself. I have my experiences, and they inform the kinds of issues that would trigger my research project. Woodland was everything for me. I walked on the campus there through work study. I walked from grounds as a sweeper to student assistant to the dean of student services, or computer lab, whatever job was available on campus I do, and I was actively also involved in activities of promoting diversity on campus.
Yeah, I was stationed at Beale Air Force Base for 3 or 4 years. I was a student at Yuba College around 1978. You know, I think sometimes a college like Yuba College is really the only opportunity for a lot of young people to get a higher education. Often they don't have the financial support to go out of town to a 4-year school. I could literally walk from the barracks over to where the learning center was. So it was totally convenient.
It's nice, it's clean, people are respectful of each other. I've made lots of friends. Coming from 400 miles down south, I didn't know anyone. And now I have very close family almost. And as long as we keep pride in our campus and in our new building and our programs, that campus is going to grow and it's going to be one of the biggest successes. Coming to a campus that's a family like Yuba is been life-changing for many of them, myself included.
Liz Bowman, she was the Student Life Center. So when I was on student government, she was the coordinator for that. And she also, not only did she do her job coordinating, but she shared the real joy and energy with the students in getting that on campus, which can be kind of hard to do at a community college because it can feel like disconnected sometimes. The students aren't really living on campus, so it's hard to get a student life going, but she put her best energy into that, which I think is very neat.
Once I got to the university, the teachers probably don't even know your names, whereas here at Yuba, it's one-on-one with the teachers in a small class size. You get to know the teacher as well as your classmates. You know, I formed many study groups with my classmates.
There should be like a kind of social life, some interaction, some campus activities, and which is why I got involved. And there were many of such activities that were growing up in which people talked about hip hop, people talk about Chicana culture, and you know there were events that were put up that that brought in student participation.
Work the line with the executive chef and get all my prep ready. We do dinner service, starting to do more orders. If I hadn't gone there, then I'd have no idea what I'm doing.
Professional teachers really knew how to take care of young students and help them and guide them, and it really worked well for me. I took a lot of classes at Yuba College, and I really got into the swing of things, and it really turned out to be a great foundation for my academic career.
Your real education starts when you start in college. Honestly, my first sociology class, I was shocked. Like, I never thought about things in a different way. This high school doesn't teach you that. It's pretty mainstream, But then when you get to college, you actually get these professors that are really open-minded. They're talking to you about different subjects that you have no clue about. It's just good to open your mind to other possibilities out there.
The ladies in the office at the Clear Lake campus are miracle workers. They move mountains for those students, and having that energy when you go in, you feed off of it. And then you've got the teachers, the faculty, and they're all very informative, but they're on your level. You don't feel like you're being talked down to.
The services helped me a lot. I was part of EOP&S, And the lending library they have for the school books is helpful, and as well as the Learning Center with the people there to help you look over your essays or whatnot. Just having the family atmosphere and the friendly faces and everybody knowing your name also helps. I started with a counselor. When I first got out of jail, I was going to Narcotics Anonymous, and my first peer counselor was somebody that I met in Narcotics Anonymous. So I could relate with her, and we had similarities. It helped me to stay focused when I was doubting myself. She would make me feel better about it. Yeah, I was able to get financial aid, and that helped a lot. The books are expensive. But, you know, there was one semester my books were $1,200.
EOPS is for people that have never had anybody graduate in their family. They're usually also low-income people, and I was also low income at that point in time too, so it really did help me out with both parts of it. Mostly I worked with Jose Vallejo, who's in the EOPS office. I think that was part of my success, was dealing with one person that kind of got to get to know me very well throughout the time that I was here. So every time I had a problem, I was able to refer back to the same person. I wasn't so intimidated by going to different people and them not really knowing where I was coming from or what I needed help with. The first 2 times that I started here and was not successful, I did not. But that 3rd time I enrolled in EOPS and got a student ed plan. I was able to see from the start to the finish of what I needed to take. So that really did help me out a lot. Because for me, I'm kind of visual. I need to see where I'm going.
I actually worked with EOPNS, and because they actually got me into classes earlier, there was priority registration, and there were assistance with books and stuff, and I could really use them. This was a time in my life that I was really going through hard time, and it just provides you everything that you need, you know, to go.
The Transfer Center really, they understand that process and make it as streamlined as possible for you. So that is, even though I took my time to find out what I really wanted to do, they definitely helped me narrow down my path to UC Berkeley.
It opened doors. Once I got a step into the school, into college, I was able to gain enough knowledge and experience to keep on going and transfer.
About 2-3 weeks before I graduated, I started working here as a dishwasher. Then the sous chef left and kind of got that opportunity.
The most important things in life are never easy. I heard that saying that kites soar when they're up against the wind, not when they're going with it. If you can manage to take that attitude of success and learning throughout your life, I think that even though experience is a hard teacher, wherein she gives the test first and the lesson after, the college degree gives you the opportunity to do it the other way around, to learn the material and then be tested on it, which gives a person a certain amount of confidence.
It's a lot of the management side, how to deal with the people, how to bend. You're gonna clash and you're gonna deal with a lot of different personalities and backgrounds. So you have to learn how to get along with these people, work together well, and then produce a product. It humbles you and it teaches you, there's still a lot more to learn. Even though I've gone through a couple years of school, I have a long road of learning through a kitchen.
I had to sort of listen to counselors and listen to family and try to figure out what was best. And I wanted to go into business so that I could run a business. And I'm now running an organization with a couple $100 million in budget, and a couple thousand people work for me, and it's real exciting, and I've sort of fulfilled my dream from way back 35 years ago at Yuba College.
Lots of people there having a second chance, including myself, having a fresh start from a war-torn country. That is why I have suddenly decided that the best place to put my talents would be in academia. It provides me a platform to deal with issues that I have dealt with from a personal perspective. and then put them now in a grander scale that I have to be a representative in academia of all people who look like me.
Don't be intimidated, just keep with it. Get into some of the programs that they have here, like EOPS, you know, that's a really great program. Get into the tutoring, ask for help if you need help. I work at Walter's House, which is a drug and alcohol rehab. You know, I work at the shelter, which we house like 50 homeless people in one day plus a couple of families. So we have children living there too. And I also work with the GAP part, which we see a lot of mental health, a lot of homeless people that have mental health issues. It seems like a lot of organizations are getting together and really finding out ways to fix some problems. And I never thought I'd be this far, you know, as far as the success that I feel in my own personal life, but I am, and it's all really due to starting here at Woodland Community College.
Some people just give up, and like I got out of jail and I couldn't get food stamps, I couldn't get welfare, I wasn't able to get any cash assistance, no nothing. And I kept going. Some people stop and go back to the old way of living, of selling drugs, because it's too much for them. And I want to keep people motivated and keep them going. My main thing when I get done, I want to start something for felons to help them get back into the community and become productive members of society.